All right, everyone's got an excuse that keeps them from getting to the gym. But what if your excuse is the best thing in your life? Dustin has that motivation issue right now as we check in with another Channel 2 challenger. Dustin is a nerd. No, really, he even says so. And those hours of video games and working at a computer have caught up to him.
And I play a lot of video games, you know, at least growing up, not so much anymore, but hit those jobs where you're sitting at a desk for 10 hours a day and to not move is just, that'll drain you quicker than anything.
But his biggest problem is his smallest bundle of joy.
Because you want to be home with, you know, your wife and kid all the time. I miss them dearly every day. So when I get home, it's hard to really want to leave the house again to go work if it's or go work out if it's at night, you know.
With time as precious as little Evelyn, this young family has had to find ways to fit it all in.
When you do have the time, especially when you have a colicky baby, she makes it so that you can't just sit in the kitchen and cook a good meal for even 30 minutes. It has to be something quick. So we have to have things available here all the time that are good options and not just bad things that can get us into trouble.
Used to be convenience store food, hot dogs and Hot Pockets, and yeah, not anymore.
Like many young couples, Dustin's juggling family, work, and being healthy. He's eating at his desk now. He spends his lunchtime at the gym so he can spend more time with Jennifer and Evelyn. All right, and Dustin joins us now. Dustin, I want to start with how things are going, because I got a chance to look over your shoulder when you were going through your website and stuff. How are you doing so far in the challenge? What are we, about 6 weeks in probably?
Not too bad. As I kind of said to you during the interview earlier, was it kind of got off to a slow start. Mm-hmm. It was kind of hard to find time to get to the gym. It was kind of new because I had my daughter.
Yep.
Luckily, I have a nice company who's willing to pay for portions of a gym membership, which we just signed on to a few weeks ago. So it's been easier to just kind of jump down there on my lunch breaks. That way, when I get home, I have time to spend with my family.
One of the things that I didn't get into in that story, but I wanted to get into with you here live, is how much you're doing this digitally. You know, we've had Peggy, who's kind of the grandmother of the group, and you know, she's got all these grandkids. You have so much of this that's going online between your blog and between, I guess it's kind of a fitness social networking site. Tell me about living through computers and trying to get healthy here.
Yeah, the blog is really nice because it's kind of a self-motivator. So not only through this am I accountable to just the city of Boise, but now through the blog I'm accountable to pretty much the entire internet and anywhere else who's willing to.
That's a scary thought.
It is
As somebody who's had a few comments on the internet before, I can't imagine that.
Well, you know, whatever.
It's oneupyourlife.com, by the way, if you want to follow along on Dustin's blog. There you can see he's got the other Channel 2 challengers and everything. And you talk a little bit about everything, your nutrition part, your working out, but also, as you mentioned, like a lifestyle thing.
Yeah, mental health is also a big part of it. Sometimes you gotta, some people deal with depression, some people deal with anxiety. Mm-hmm. You know, that's all part of health. You know, regardless of, that's not just eating and working out. It's being clear in the head too. You know, you gotta make sure that that's all clear before you do anything.
All right, here's the big reveal. Let's see where you're at. You started out at 292 down to 285. You're making progress there, guy.
Yeah, it's not too bad. That was my official weigh-in down at Ladd's on Saturday. So, yeah, definitely making a nice big chunk out of it. And if that was halfway through, I expect at least double that next time around.
All right, well, you're going to be back in a couple of weeks, and we're going to check in with you again. We'll see how you do.
Yes.
All right, thanks, Dustin. We appreciate it.